Both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. Both men and women should feel free to be strong. It is time that we all perceive gender on a spectrum instead of two sets of opposing ideals.
Man behind the bodega counter asked me if I can deep throat. Said, "You look like the kind of girl who can swallow, who can make a man forget that his girl can't do certain things." In an attempt to respond, I thought, irrational of me to be both woman and hungry, to confuse myself with the kind of person who has rights. To be woman and house a body is to break all the floors. It's to know most men think your mouth a door, think your mouth always open, think you steadfast ready, think you beckon their call loud as sirens. Their sirens break all the windows. You, woman, house a body that stay breaking, creaking men think the fragments are an opening, walk through you like your walls are an invitation, run their panels through all your floors. You don't recall thinking yourself welcome, Matt, except for the fact that you came out the womb both woman and body, and men, like most people, want to crawl back into that body. And you, woman, house a body that both absorbs and expels. So naturally, you the first they coming for. Dare speak, bitch. Feminist, man basher, even though you ain't bashing all men, just the men who think and act this kind of way. Still you, man hater, you be mad lonely. Ain't no man gonna love you, echo loudly as if that's the only accomplishment us women strive for. Like that's the only role us women play. Patriarchy's so evident, it seeps through every flaw you got until everyone is calling you out your name. You, no longer Stacy, you, whore from downtown. Head game so good, got a man walking in the right direction. See how quickly you become a mouth again? A cavity, a temple and brothel, both cathedral and Jezebel, cattle and disparage you, not just dressed up high heel stomping pavement, you asking for it, as if your body were an eager child who can't use its words. You, woman, can't form words, but movement demands attention suggests you get everything you deserve. You, woman, get everything you deserve, regardless if you wanted it, because what do you know of desire except for what is told to you? What do you know of your body except for what is told to you? What do you know of what you're needed except for what you're needed for? What are you needed for other than a mouth and the right kind of softness? So I stood there, my jaw a waving flag, legs the right kind of run ready, and said, if your girl can't swallow, how does she eat?
To dream about and plan for a different world, a fairer world. A world of happier men and happier women who are truer to themselves.
Il y a des barrages qui se font partout lorsque les femmes veulent accéder à certaines qualifications ou à certains pouvoirs.
Well, the main demand, of course, is equal rights. Equal rights to have a job, to have respect, to not be viewed as a piece of meat. Equal rights to set forth our own humanity. Equal rights to get into graduate programs, to get into schools, to training programs. We're the bottom third of the employment in terms of pay. We represent, nonetheless, 34% of the workforce, yet we're the first to be laid off and the last to be hired. They aren't frivolous demands at all. We just want what men have had all these years.
The reality is that if we do nothing, it will take 75 years, or for me to be nearly 100, before women can expect to be paid the same as men for the same work. 15.5 million girls will be married in the next 16 years as children. And at current rates, it won't be until 2086 before all rural African girls can have a secondary education.
A feminist is a man or a woman who says, yes, there's a problem with gender as it is today, and we must fix it. We must do better.
Women's rights are human rights once and for all.
The women's movement is a political movement.